Yo, what is up, guys? So, JetXC here with another video, and I want to go over why Mirror Wars is something that I think you should consider as a casual player, even like a light spender. It's not necessarily for whales. Um, and here's some reasons why. One, at the receptionist desk, the shop, you get medals for doing Mirror Wars, right? Medal of Fighting Spirit, and you can use those medals to get whichever character is getting rotated out every week. Now, I believe if you do 40 Mirror Wars battles over the course of a week, you can get over 18,000 to get the character. Basically what you do is you just take however many of the, what are these called? Gosh, I forgot the name. Hang on. Shoot. Blood cocktails. So I have, there's no way you don't have a lot of these. But yeah, you can basically just auto and let it run, and you can just watch if you want or let it run in the background. But yeah, you want to do this to at least get that currency. Not only that, but if we go to the arena, I would say everybody that's a casual, that's, you know, they're getting through the story, they're getting the right gear, they're building their rare gear, they're not building SR gear unless it's a ring, right? You're building SR gear and using level 4 gear. You can easily get into Diamond 1 and Diamond 2. More than likely Diamond 2, Diamond 1 if you're pretty consistent. And you will get 800 or 750 depending on where you land. So not that big of a difference, right? So it's not that big of a deal. Typically me, and I'll show you my team, I'm not necessarily, I think on this game I've spent, let me think, I think I've spent like $150, either $150 or $200, like throughout this game. And really it's been spent on like rolls, so nothing to really kind of level up my character. Maybe there was some extra like refinement powders or rice, but just on rolls. I'm a pretty light spender on this game, and I don't see myself spending unless it's like something crazy, because this game is so free to play friendly. But I typically land in like high diamond and masters. I'll be anywhere between top 1,000 within like top 600 to 1,000, and then my defense team isn't the best, so I'll land out of masters and into diamond 1 at the end of the season. But I'm basically really close to just being a Masters 3 basically, but my defense team just gets like messed up at the last couple hours. So let me show you my team to show you like where, you know, what it's like for me. So I run a all magic team: Dalvi, Shara, Angelica, Eclipse, Helena. Completely magic team. I have a +5 Helena. I got her rebanner, and yeah, I was able to get her to +5 for B rank idol. Eclipse, I went crazy on Eclipse. All the free to play tickets that we got, I used everything on Eclipse. I got her to +5. And then I think that's one of the times I may have bought like a little extra tickets. Shara, my favorite character in this game. I've got all of her costumes. I've got her +4 for her summer outfit. And as you can see, like with my gear, I've got her geared up just like with everyone else. I've got her actual weapon. I've got, you know, Monster Guard, Radiant Wisdom 3, Venomous Touch 4, Shackles of Treachery 4. Magic Resist is at 91%. In PvP, if you can ever get defense or magic resist to 95%, you're like good to go on a lot of attacks for your defense team. But again, I really don't want to get into those type of stats, because this is mostly for casuals that are going to be using just regular rare gear. So as you go out through the store, you're going to be building plenty of rare gear. You want to make sure that the gear that you're using, if you can, make sure it's like level 4. If you really don't, if your luck is really that bad, I guess use 3, but you want to make sure you're using like level 4 gear. A lot of you will have Justia, a lot of you will have Arenas, probably have Leatris, you'll definitely have Lathel, who else? You'll definitely have Angel of Destruction here, or Therese. Yeah, you'll have even Lucrezia. Right, so you definitely have some options. Beatrice got me throughout the game at the beginning for a while. Same thing with Arenas. So yeah, just take the characters that you're comfortable with. Decide whether you want physical and magical. I feel like most teams are actually, you know what? I think it's split now with like Eclipse and Celia being like really good. I'd say it's 50-50 physical and magical now. Maybe slightly to the benefit of physical, or not benefit, but slightly more physical teams out there than magical. So again, build up these characters. Hopefully the gear is +4, and of course as you level up your gear, right, so as you level up your crafting levels, you'll eventually get to UR. Quick note, only build rare gear until you're able, to lock ultra rare. The only item you want to build in SR is the ring, and that's because of the crit damage. Everything else, it's not worth building because rare items pretty much have similar stats to SR, right? So you just wanna keep crafting until you hit level 4. And you know, you can check your level for the crafters by going here to their screen. As you can see, craft UR grade gears, and my max rank is legendary. So yeah, just keep on crafting rare gear. Once you craft rare gear, it's like +4 or maybe +3. Make sure when you go to refinement, the highest you want to go honestly is BBS. It's super difficult to get anything higher than BBS. So right now this is BSB, so technically if I were to try and level this up, oh dang, oof, but basically you want B, B, and then S. If you go to like browndust 2 or .gg and then go to browndust 2, you can see the stats for the likeliness of getting BBS, but you want to at least get close to BBS or get BBS itself, right? And then over here, when it comes to the changing of stats, I guess for your PvP team, just make sure you have like enough of these resources. If you've got like more than 1,000, honestly, I think it's worth it. And if you've got plenty of gold, then go for it. And then you want to just kind of change your stats based off of what you need. So for defense, so let's just take this, right? For defense gear, depending on the character I have, this is for Layla, I would just opt out for, I mean, the basic stat of HP isn't necessarily bad for her, but I would just try and get defense, and then anything related to physical attack, I would also get. MR, I would just take out and just do refinement for it. And of course you can lock it depending on like if you're like, okay, I'm set with this, I'm good. And then when you lock it, it'll only roll for these two since they're unlocked, right? So get your rare gear up, find your comfortable team, physical or magical. Maybe you can even mix it if you want. Just depends on who you have to mix it up with. After that, yeah, you want to situate your group the best way you can. Honestly, here's my best advice for placement. Don't stack people up like behind each other or like diagonally like this, because you'll run into characters that'll do knockbacks, and knockbacks will mess you up easily. Some characters have like diagonal attack costumes. So you honestly, you want to feel this out. So as you do a bunch of mirror wars, feel it out and see like, okay, maybe I'll place this character in the corner here or in the corner there. It really depends, because it depends on who's really popular in terms of PvP. For example, Eclipse is hugely popular. So a lot of people have been putting their characters on the board depending on Eclipse players. So I'll show you why. Her spread is so large that you have to find a way to basically avoid it. So what people will do is they'll put a character here and then they'll move this character in the back. So this character won't get hit. Then anybody from here to like there will get hit. So all their characters are like within this area or up right in this corner where Dalvi's at. So again, you want to feel it out, right? My defense, that's why I have on my defense team Grinhilder. Basically, Grinhilder will be the only one that'll get hit if Eclipse attacks, right? She's the only one that gets hit because it's clear of anybody else getting hit. It's just going to be her. So again, all depends. Feel it out. You can copy my formation if you want, honestly. So based off that, feel it out and then go from there and just see how it goes. But Diamond 2 and Diamond 1 is possible if you're consistently grinding things out. And then, you got your rare items to the right amount, and then you should be good to go. I think it's definitely worth it because every week you can get 800 gems and you can get enough for unlocking a character here. If you guys have any questions or comments, though, please let me know. And, give Mirror Wars a try, guys.